We are recording, I believe. So good morning, everyone. We are here for the regular council meeting. I will jump right into it, starting with quick introductions. We have Councillor Joel Lemoine.
Are you ready?
Councillor Janine Boulanger.
Good morning, everybody.
Councillor Shane Pelletier.
Good morning.
Councillor Jason Bodnarchuk.
Good morning.
And myself, Chris Ewan. And I believe we have our Assistant CEO who will be running the meeting with me, Dominic Lemoine.
Good morning.
So for March the 7th, we will get started. I believe we are voting online, or is it still a show of hands, Mrs. Assistant CEO?
I think it's going to be show of hands. I don't believe we've shown.
Okay, so we will just do show of hands. I have a split screen, so I can just look at hands today. So we will meeting call to order. Item number 1. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Bodnarchuk, thank you. Comments before we open the meeting? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is carried 5-0. Thank you. We'll open the meeting at 9:02 a.m. Item 2, adoption of the agenda. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Boulanger, thank you. Any questions, comments, changes? Going through as is. Council's good with that? Okay,
Yep.
Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. Item 3, adoption of the minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnarchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine, thank you.
So just reviewing the minutes of February 22nd, we reviewed 2 variances and 3 conditional uses. We also had the first reading of the noise bylaw, as well as some resolutions for the IBC daycare land acquisition and St. Adolph's daycare for the first couple steps of that project. And that's it.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from council in regards to minutes? No.
None here.
I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. 4.1, accounts not paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Boulanger, second. Councillor Pelletier, thank you.
Okay, so we've got 2 batches today, batch 17009 in the amount of $6,841, and those are for EFTs. No concerns on that batch. We also have batch 17015 in the amount of $294,722, and that one there we had a summary provided, so if there's any questions, hopefully you had a chance to review.
Any questions from council?
None here.
Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 4.1.1, council indemnities. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Lemoine.
Okay, so for council indemnities here, there's no concerns on my end. It was for February, so if you have any questions, feel free to bring them up forward.
Council, any questions or comments? Nothing. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? It's carried. Thank you. 4.2, payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnarchuk, second. Councillor Pelletier.
So this was for payroll process on February 27th. Some overtime here and there, but again, nothing of concern on my end. You'll see there's still the individual there working on our DFA claim, so again, that's claimable.
Thank you. Council, any comments on this? No. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. And just before we continue, Ms. CEO, Assistant CEO, there, I'm hearing noise. Is it from you and somebody in the hallway?
It could be the doors are closed here, but there's no one else in here other than me.
Maybe I'm hearing things. I just couldn't hear a lot of that last payroll to be approved. Council, are you hearing everything?
There's a phone that's kind of.
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah.
It could be my headset.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the office today, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, no big deal. I just want to make sure that everyone can hear everything. Okay, 5.1, bylaw 2, 2023 GPHA loan, second reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnarchuk, second. Councillor Boulanger.
Okay, so this one here, we're looking to move ahead with second reading for the clubhouse. Again, it's the loan for the $285,000. We passed the first reading on February 27th, so just moving to do second and possibly third reading today.
Perfect. Council, open up for discussion. Anything to add? No, nothing. I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. Item 5.2, bylaw 2, 2023 GPHA loan, third reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Lemoine. Same as last time, Mrs. Assistant CEO, correct?
You got it.
Okay, I'll call, final comments? None. I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. 5.3, bylaw 4, 2023 noise, second reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Bodnerchuk.
Okay, again, this one here, noise bylaw, we're looking to pass second reading. We did first last meeting, and so again, we just, a couple changes, we just added the wording for the engine retarder brakes as per the province's request.
Perfect. I will open up for council discussion. Council, do you have any comments or debate? No, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. 5.4, bylaw 4, 2023 noise, third reading. Moved by Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Belanger, thank you. Any final comments on this one? Same as last. Nothing from council. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried to 5-0. Thank you. 5.5, bylaw 5, 2023 MBEA, first reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Bodnerchuk, thank you.
Okay, so this one here is the first reading. So again, it has to do with adding the noise bylaw in regards to the engine retarder brakes to be able to fine if needed.
Perfect. Okay, open up for council discussion. Council, do you have anything to add or comment on? Nothing. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. 5.6, bylaw 6, 2023 fees and charges, first reading. Do I have a mover? Councillor Boulanger, second. Councillor Lemoine.
Okay, this one here, we're looking to pass first reading. We're doing some updates for the bylaw. The last one was in 2019. So our planning and building inspector reviewed all of their fees and gave suggestions, and so that's what you will see there on AllNet. We reviewed the other ones as well, and a couple of other little changes, and some stayed the same. So, if you have any questions?
Yeah, questions from council? Comments? Additions? Edits? Nothing? Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. Item 6.1. Ilda Shane Main Street Revitalization Proposal for Engineering Services. Do I have a mover? Sorry, I lost everyone. Oh, Councillor Lemoine, move, second by Councillor Bodnerchuk. Thank you.
Okay, so this one here, we're looking to pass a resolution in regards to the Illustrated Main Street realization. We're looking to move forward with WSP in regards to the pre-design and design of that project.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll open for council discussion. And just for clarity for anyone listening, this is just to prepare if this ever does come to fruition, correct, Mrs. Assistant CEO? Yes. Thank you. As much as we want it to happen tomorrow, that's not why we're doing this right now. So anything from council?
It does make it shovel ready, so
Yes.
that's what we're looking for, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Councillor Pelletier. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 6.1.2 Randolph Well Mechanization Design Proposal for Professional Engineering Service. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Belanger.
And again, this is a resolution that we're looking to put forth for the mechanization of the two current wells. Again, we're looking to move forward with the proposal from WSP for the design.
Perfect. I'll open up for council discussion or comments. Council, anything to add?
I just want to add a comment or question. Obviously, we're tendering these services, right? Because it seems to be pretty good to be WSP right now.
Yeah, I would have said
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to verify that because it looks like we're one-sided, but they've done good work for us, so.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried 5-0. Thank you. And 6.1.3 Rich Hot Water Treatment Plant upgrades. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second by Councillor Pelletier. Thank you.
Okay, and this last one here is, we're looking again to move forward with a resolution to hire WSP for their fees, engineering fees, to again pre-design and design for the upgrades at the Rich Hot Water Treatment Plant.
Perfect. I'll open for council discussion or comments. Anything to add? Nothing.
Nothing here.
I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Moving along, item 9, adjournment. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Belanger, thank you. Final comments? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That is carried. I will close the meeting at 9:12 a.m. Very quick. Thank you everyone for attending. Have a great day. You can now stop recording.